Hello all, Seriously is here, back for some more finishing Permadeath, and today is going to be all about frigates. I've done a bunch of the boring stuff off camera between episodes. I've culled the frigate fleet. I've got rid of all the bad frigates that had very poor modules I didn't like. I've even gone and purchased that's the really time-consuming, boring part, is buying a whole bunch new frigates. And I did spend a little bit of time trying to not gamble on fresh frigates because I have discovered, I think Zane pointed out, that it's a little bit more efficient to spend a little bit more time looking for the proper modules you want already on a frigate, whether it's A or B class or C class or S class even. Ones that have the modules you want already, just reload and find the frigates you want until you get the stuff you want. And I did a little bit of that. I found some that were okay already, but I gambled on a bunch. I found a bunch of frigates that were okay, and a good C-class fresh frigates to gamble on, I think, stat-wise at least. So let's go over that. We have one of the original stuff, of the original fleet, we have one combat ship left. It's a 3% -2 fuel. I've already gone and named everything. Everything should be up to date with asterisks and percentages and fuel consumption rates. So we needed to buy no exploration. All of our exploration ships have at least 3%. We have a 5%, which is great. Not very much fuel reduction on them, but that's okay. An industrial with a negative or a -10 to fuel, not bad. I really like this one though, 5% -6. We're going to keep that. We had to buy one more. And trade, we had to buy one more of those as well. So let's see what we got for trade, industrial, and combat, shall we? We also sold a bunch of support frigates because we had a bunch of 0% and 2%, 1%, gone. All right, combat, we got a C class down here with a 2% and an A class with a 3% and -2 to fuel. So let's take a peek. It doesn't have any negatives. It's got 19 expeditions, so there's a bunch more levels to gain on this thing already. It's going to hit S class in no time. We're going to send it out on a long mission right away. Yeah, 3%, totally. Yeah, that'll help a long mission. 3% is good enough. That's what we've decided, right? All right, that's that one. We also bought a bunch of supports. We'll go over those in a minute. We got an industrial here with a bunch of fuel reduction, a 4% and a 4%. Oh, well, they're not percent. I keep saying percent. They're -4 and -4 fuel cost. I don't know exactly how that relates, but support frigates start with -15 base. So this is -8, so it's about half of a support frigate by itself, which is pretty good. Pretty good for an industrial hauler that we do not need huge amounts of anything on. It already has 24 in this, which is enough to 5-star any industrial mission by itself. This B-class hauler can 5-star any industrial mission just with fleet coordination. We don't need the stats that much. So that minus to fuel is great. We don't need to find a bunch of industry modules for this thing. We don't need those. We need these. We need that. We need another one of those. We're going to get rid of one of these hopefully when we hit the next level. Oh, we're at 0%. Woo! Oh, whoops, I've gone to the next ship. Is this where I was? Where was I? Let's back out. Combat? Is that... No, I was on this one. Yeah, I was on the industrial ship. Oh, I thought we were at 19 missions. Which one had 19? Oh, that was this one. Okay. Anyway, 30 missions. We're going to level up a bunch still more. We've got up to 55 expeditions. So we're going to level up at least one more time to get rid of this, and then another time to gain another module and hit S class or A class. Oh yeah. Hey, we only have... Wait, we've got 3 modules and we're not A class? Yes. Why not? Why not? Look at our A class ships. They have 3 more. Oh, it's the negative. The negative is holding us back. As soon as we drop this, we will be A class, and then as soon as we gain another one, we will be S class. Okay, fair enough. And I think we have enough expeditions left to hit it. That's why this was a gamble, but it's a really good industrial ship. It's already got 3% duration, so even if it never reaches S class, I might keep it. It doesn't need to be S class. It needs to have this and this. All right, next up. we've got the support ships. No, we didn't look at trade. Well, we don't really need to look at these two. They're just 2%ers. They've got nothing else going for them, really. They've gained their first module, and it's a 2% reduction to duration. Whoop, whoop-de-doo. And on the last page, a bunch more supports, which are all 0%, but we'll go over those. We'll go over this stuff. Today is all about frigates. We're not going to waste time going around doing other stuff. Even after we've sent out all of these missions, there's still a little bit more upkeep to do with frigate stuff. Frigates are an ongoing upkeep thing, and I love it. It's one of my daily things that I do in No Man's Sky is frigate missions and frigate mission upkeep stuff. So, let's go over the support ships that are new. We got an A-class with 2% already, minus 21. Not bad, but that just means that these two modules are not that great. They're the worst they could be for fuel cost reduction, at least. 9% would be great, but 2% here, that's worth gambling on, I think, if we get another one of these at all. Even if it's a 1% reduction, that will make this a minimum ship with 21% or 21 minus to fuel. Good enough for me. If we get a 3%, this will be a 5%er. So it's worth the gamble. And if we get nothing, we can just sell it right away and get another one. No big deal. All right, we saw that industrial. Here is our B class. First one of those. It's 1%. We're going to gamble on that as well. The stats were decent for only 12 expeditions. That's level 2 or 3, depending on how you level them up, from 0 or 1. So that's okay. That's okay stats. It's not great. We'll get to some great stats in a second. I don't know why I gambled on this. This is not that great of a ship. It's already gained this one. Maybe I gambled on this the other day and it already has leveled up from a C class to a B class. That's this one. Yeah, that's what happened here. I had a -3 fuel cost to go with this, so it was a 0. Yeah, see, 0.18. I probably didn't. Oh, well, I wouldn't have noted this anyway. I'm not going to put exploration in the name at all. But it's gained this, and that's not a great module to gain. So this is probably a failure overall, unless we get 2 great modules when we hit S class. Here we have probably a similar exact same scenario, except it's even worse because it's only a +1 to exploration instead of a +2. So you're probably gone as well when we hit level up. Oof. Yeah, this was probably just a gamble overall on nothing, and bad one. Here we go. I just bought this one, 2% level up. We went over that. We went over that. This one. There we go. So 0% fuel reduction. It's gained its first module, but it's already the best fuel cost reduction module. So if we get some good mission duration reduction modules, this one is great. The stats, I've seen better. I've seen worse for level 1. At 3 expeditions, it's still level 0. At 4, it levels over to level 1, and we've done one more than that, which got us 13% of the way to the next level, or whatever. Here we go with the good stat ones. Nothing and nothing. It's just got its base module. It has not leveled up at all. It's taken no damage, nothing like that. But it's got 4, 4, 4, and 1, which is some of the best stats I've ever seen on any support ship with no expedition set, with 0 levels. This is great. Until about 5 minutes later when I found this one, which is exactly the same, except 4, 4, 4, and 3. I mean, it's 1 in combat and 4 in combat here, so it switched stuff around, but this is amazing. I've never seen a level 0 support ship with these stats, so we're going to gamble on that too. Just a bunch of gambles today. So that's all the new ships, some of the old ships that have leveled up a bit. We've gone through basically all of them now. We could check over the S classes. The Normandy has leveled up a bit. We've got 10 more expeditions to level up again, which we should. We should level up in 10 expeditions if we're gaining like 13 or even 8% per expedition sent. Ooh, no, we need to gain at least 12% per mission sent. So we're going to send it on long expeditions. Hopefully that'll work. I don't know that that will work. Either way, we should level up one more time. We're going to see what the stats are when we hit max level. All right, has this leveled up at all? I've gone over these to double check their naming and that they're accurate still, but they all still need to level up. That's what the asterisks are for. Asterisks? asterisks, I think. 57, so we just leveled up recently, so we're done with that one. Done with that one. That one just hit. Boop, boop, boop. I probably haven't sent that one since it hit 55. Same with this one. Once they hit 55, I stopped sending them in lieu of sending ones that still need to level up, because that's how it works. And I'm going to keep all that stuff. We're going to go and send some missions now. We've got a bunch of fresh ones. I think one has 28 hours. You know what we should do? Before we look at these, we're going to decline. We're going to take a peek at the inventory. As you can see, I'm getting ready for what we're doing afterwards. I should be able to craft it here without taking... Yeah, I can do that. Only one though, right? Yeah, I can only make one. We're going to make it. 10% reduction will let us send a bunch of not so great or leveled up frigates and get it down under 24 hours. Actually, at this time of day, what time is it? I've already wasted like an hour after the reset, so we need to get it down to like 22 to 21 hours if we can. Ideally, 23, I think. Really, 22 if we can. 22, that's our goal. Let's see if we can reduce this to 22 hours. Okay, let's find stuff that's leveling up. And this is balanced, right? Yes, balanced. Okay, so we can send this exploration. That's leveling up. Great. But I want to send mostly... Oh, definitely this one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to back out of this completely. And I'm going to go back in. I don't know how this works exactly. I don't know if it's your most leveled ship that counts as the leader or the first one you apply. But I'm going to make the Normandy our leader for this mission because I think it does something different. Because when you recall them, instead of saying debriefing commander, it says download mission log, which might be the reference to the fact that there is no commander to that frigate. It is VI controlled, which I believe if you're a player of the game Mass Effect, you would know what it stands for. And I'm guessing, because I only played number 2 and it's been a long time, but I think it stands for virtual intelligence instead of artificial intelligence. They've just changed the name up a bit. So it doesn't have a commander. So that could be why we get a different mission log. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply the Normandy first. We're going to go back. It's got 3%, so Normandy's fine. We're going to put that on for 5%. Then we're going to try to grab some of these. Combat, that'll help us out a bit. We're on a general mission. We need a little bit of everything. We don't need combat at all anymore because we have the Normandy, and it's got 34 in combat, which is way better than this one. But why not? We're already at 150 of everything, so we don't need anything stat-wise. See, this is what fleet coordination does for you. We're going to send that industrial. We want to get rid of that red thing. We want this to be A-class ASAP. And we've got one more slot. So let's send a 2%er, one of these two, I think. No, let's send this ship here. Yeah, let's get that up to S-Class and see what we get. We want to finish these gambles as soon as we can, right? So we know how to replace them. Look, we're already at 23 hours with just the ships. So that was a good pick of ships. We'll apply that. Bam. Well under 22 hours, I will be able to launch a new mission tomorrow night right at the reset. Perfect. All of these will gain a lot of experience. Good show. Now we have a 21-hour combat one. Let's do that. That's a nice long mission. We have a combat ship to send. Look, we're already 5 stars. C-class, frigate, 5-star mission by itself. Boom. 200 tons of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. Let's send some support ships with that. I don't think we're going to get it below 200, but we're going to not increase it very much at all to send a bunch of these along with it, which I want to do because they're all 0%ers right now for mission duration, and I want them to level up. So we want our longest mission that we have available to get them the most experience. As far as I know, that's how it works. I don't know how it works, but I feel like they get more if we just back out. We just sent our 2 longest missions. We can afford to pause for a minute. Once you get those missions out, the long ones, and you're worried about the reset for the next day, you can take a pause, and I can wait 4 or 5 hours to send these next missions out, and it won't affect them. They'll still be reset for the next day. No, I'm on the wrong thing. I don't want to purchase upgrades. I want to go on this side of the console. I want to look at the fleet. I wanted to look at, I guess, any frigate? No, anyone that's not on a mission already. Oh, darn. I already forget what I was going to look at. Yeah, no, it's gone. Gone. Erased from the brain. All right, well, let's go send some more missions and see if I remember. We can back out again. Yeah, few potential expeditions. Balanced is 9 hours. Balanced is almost 9 hours. Over 9, under 9, by almost the same amount of minutes. And an over 9. We'll try these two, I think. I think I would prefer the rewards you get from balance missions over discovery ones. And industrial I prefer the most, but I don't need the rewards. I'm really just doing this because I like sending frigate missions. I really find it enjoyable to level up frigates. It's one of the reasons why I gambled on these low-class frigates instead of buying ones that were already perfect. It takes a bit longer to buy them, but if they're already perfect, they're already perfect. But I like leveling them up. I enjoy the process, so I'm going to gamble on them and see what we get. Can I just send all of these on this 9-hour general? I think we can. And then what else are we leveling up? That one needs leveling up. Yep, definitely. Okay, 100 tons for a 9-hour mission, and it's already way less than 9 hours now. Sounds cool. And discovery. I know we have some exploration ships still to level up. Let's send. I don't know which one is about to hit max level the most. So can't look at them here, unfortunately. We can't look at their stats in this screen. We have to back out and go to the console. So we'll just send that one. We're already at max. We cannot go above 150. So let's send out some supports that also need level up. Boom, boom. And that's about it. We're all done leveling up supports. All the rest are either max level. Yeah, all the rest are max level. Or not supports. We need to level up some trade ships. You know what? Maybe we can do that. Instead of the supports, since we're already 5 stars on this exploration mission, let's send out the ships that need leveling up. This industrial, this trade, and that exploration as well. Boom. It's going to cost us way more fuel, but all of these need experience. I want them to hit max level. Perfect opportunity. That exploration one is done. Let's send the balanced one, and then we'll send those support frigates that need leveling up. Boom. And boom. And those two alone with, oh sure, why not this combat? Why not? It needs levels as well. 50 tons of fuel for an, well, now 8-hour mission, because 9% reduction. Boom. There we go. All of our missions are sent out for the day. We don't have any more. So even if some of those come back, you know, in 8 hours, I don't have any more to send until the reset tomorrow, which is about 22.5 hours from now. So all of my frigate rooms are full. I only have the 5. And the portal 1 on that side to mirror it. Yep. Everything is full. Okay, so the next step that we already took a glimpse at is to make more fuel, because I just spent almost literally all of my fuel. I am down to 300 tons of fuel. Ooh, X-class modules. Forgot I had those. Got to sell those probably on the anomaly, because the next thing we're going to do after today is some Nexus missions for Quicksilver. We have got to progress. Let's take a quick peek, take a quick break at the frigate stuff to look at this here. Community research. We need to get here. We need to finish tier 3. This is not good enough. Actually, you know what? Before I started recording, I turned the game on and I named some of my frigates and all that jazz before I started recording. We were at 72. So we made 3% in the time that either I've been recording or, you know, it's been about an hour. That's great, guys. That is great. Keep doing Nexus missions, whether they're for Quicksilver or not, whether they're the weekend mission or not. We did that yesterday, weekend mission. That's done. So we got the Quicksilver we're going to get this weekend, mostly. But there's still, I think, 3 Quicksilver missions, and there'll be a reset tomorrow when I probably do these missions, so we should have 4 to do. Lots of Quicksilver to gain, and lots of Nexus missions to do. We might do a bunch of Nexus missions, whether they give us Quicksilver or not, just to try to help out the community and get us that fireplace unlocked. But in the meantime, let's make some dihydrogen out of this jelly that we bought. Send it straight to the freighter each time. This is a little bit tedious. We're going to do one little tedious thing today, but like I said, this is all about frigates. We need this fuel. And this is sort of going to help us save inventory space. We'll just take one peek. We have purchased as well 5,000 tritium. Actually, we had more than that, but we've used it all. Oh, we had 10 over here before. It's gone. Okay, we've used that. We had 400 or 500 over here. That's pretty much gone. I'm going to put a little bit on the starship just so I have a slot for it to go into when we accidentally bump into asteroids. And by accidentally, I mean when I ignore the fact that they're in front of me and don't stop. So let's keep making some dihydrogen to go along with it. I have also already, it only takes 4 seconds to do that, but let's take a peek here. I've also counted out how much we need. Each 2 of these is an equivalent to 1,000. So we've already got 500. There's 250 finished. There you go. There's 250 to go. And then we have 3 more stacks of groups of 2. 10 dihydrogen jelly. Dihydrogen jelly. Yes, yeah, that's right. We'll see right here. Yeah, dihydrogen jelly. Perfect. Begin that one. We got to do all of these, and then it's a very quick process to, as you can see, this takes 4 seconds to finish a stack of 250 on Permadeath, which is the max stack size. Unfortunately, it's very slow to do any kind of refining stuff on Permadeath or survival. Same stack sizes. Very tedious, but you got to do what you got to do. And early game, if you find some chlorine, one of these medium refiners can make you rich in a half hour to an hour of expanding chlorine with some oxygen. Whoops, no, keep that in there. It's a little bit slower if you make mistakes like that, like moving your dihydrogen jelly out. Or putting that in a container that you lose it in, you're like, oh, where did I put that stuff? Did I put it in? Actually, you know what? These days that doesn't matter anymore. I can put this, well, if I had room for it. Oh, I do have room. I could put this in the storage container inventory, and I can still craft with it from there if I am near the storage containers on the freighter. So, not a big deal for it to be lost these days. In the past, that mattered. Hard to break the habits of the past. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. No, I'm pretty good at adapting. Pretty good. I can roll with the punches. I might complain about it, but I can roll with the new stuff. I am all about efficiency generally, so if something's a better way, I'll generally gravitate towards that. As long as it's not too exploity. If it's something that seems game design wise, like expanding chlorine, I am totally fine with. Even though, like I said, like a half hour of doing that with a ship that can hold a lot of chlorine in Permadeath or survival will get you preposterously rich, like 40, 50, 80 million units easily with chlorine in less than an hour for sure. It's not a big deal to do. And if you want to do things like market crashing, you just need to find a system that's selling chlorine to like make an even bigger killing, and eventually you'll just be buying haulers and filling them up with chlorine and repeating the loop. But you know, that's something I don't really like to do. There's that line for me, is doing the economy crashing. I used to do it a lot when I first started the game. I didn't, whoops, see, look, mistakes, see? I don't know where I just put those 5 dihydrogen jellies. And I need them. I'm not done. I need more. Dope. Anyway, like I was saying, when I started the game, I didn't really realize that wasn't, exactly planned. And as I went further on playing the game, I sort of realized, well, even if it's not planned, they've made corrections to it. They've changed how many you can use, right? Or how much you can affect the economy by. They've affected how much it sells for, both cobalt and things like chlorine. They've changed the prices of stuff, so they're aware that it exists. There it is on the freighter. I knew I put it somewhere I couldn't get it. All right, 5 more and we're done with expanding this jelly, or what's it called? Cycling this jelly. This actually increases it. We're getting 50 to 1 here, and if I were to put this here, even though it takes 16 minutes to do, we would end up with 8 of them. It only costs 30 to 1 in the reverse process. If I put these into my suit, actually we don't have to, we'll just put them where they belong so we can see it all. Go to the freighter. So we've got a matching amount of stacks. Whoa. Yeah, that's a matching amount of stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extra. If we go in here and we go to Where is that stuff? Jelly. If I just want to craft this jelly from loose dihydrogen, I can do it for 40 to 1. See? 40 to make it. So I can just instantly build it, and I'm still gaining from the refiner, which only takes 4 seconds to do 250. So it's not too bad to cycle dihydrogen to make more. I usually just go and buy jelly, though. I just find that to be the easiest way to do it. All right, so we're going to convert these 5 stacks, 10 stacks, 5 stacks of each, into how many? 20? Ooh, more than 20, but we can hold that because we've got only one there. Perfect. Boom. 1 stack. Oh, 2.5 stacks, basically. That's awesome. Let's move it into a pattern that it will get consumed in the best. It generally goes from this corner over and then this corner down. So if I have my 100 fuel here, ideally it should consume this one first. If I have this one there, it's going to consume this, and then from this stack, making additional 50s and 100s depending on how much my stuff costs. So I like to organize it in cheapest to most expensive, left to right. And you know what? Since we got a few minutes left and I'm pretty much done with the frigate stuff, as far as I can tell, yeah, I've sent everything out. We could go take a peek. Let's just double check. It's a green light on that, but yeah, it's empty. Okay. We'll go take a peek at what's left floating around our freighter. Not much. I should have led with that when we had the full fleet here. I should have started off the freighter. That would have consumed the couple minutes we got left, and we would have got to see all of the frigate fleets in its full glory surrounding our beautiful freighter. Wow, I am close to that space station. Oh, geez, and even closer to the anomaly. That is not where I left that. I left you over here somewhere, so you go back over there, please. That's weird, right? That it moved? Huh. Anyway. All right, let's take a gander. Not at that freighter fleet. Let's take a peek at ours. We got, what, 5 left? We should have 5 left. We sent out 25, and we can have a frigate fleet of 30 total. So we have nothing but supports and an industrial left. 4 supports and 1 industrial. Oh, no, there's a bunch of supports. Wait, what's going on? What did we not send out? Did we not send something out? Are these not ours? Can we have 33? We can have 33. No? No, we can only have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird. That's weird. I'm going to go back to the console. We got time to walk back up to the bridge. We'll be making another autosave here, which is great. That's what I want. Fugitive starship, huh? I'm pretty sure my reputation is already maxed out. Let's take a peek at that. We're in a GEC system, I think. Yeah, reputation is maxed out. So I don't need pirates for the reputation, and I certainly don't need it for the 100 or 200 or 300,000 units. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out reputation with all the 3 races, so it doesn't matter what kind of system we're in. Yeah, console on the bridge. This one here. Manage fleet. So each of these pages has 9. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't send out. That's what it was. Not all of my frigate missions were 5 ships. I didn't need to level up that many. Haha, mystery solved. Ha. Easy as that. Let's just double check that theory. There's 5. There's 5. 5 and 5 and 3. Perfect. There's the math. That adds up to 30 with the 7 we have outside. Yeah. Keeping us hot. Let's gain some heat by this fan. No, I don't like the sound. Let's get away from that noisy vent. We did just make an autosave. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. So tomorrow or the next day, whenever the next episode airs at least, we're going to go take a look at some Nexus missions because I've got a bunch of them built up, and you know, this is just not enough Quicksilver. No matter how much you get on this old save, I've got like almost 50,000, and I need more. There's always going to be more things. Well, I can't say always, but there's quite often new things coming in. We've got a fireplace to unlock, so let's get to that as soon as we can. Yeah. But until then, everyone, have a great time.